сейчас я хочу пригласить к докладу нашего первого докладчика Akın Akalın, ассистент генерального менеджера Business Development Turkcell Global Bilgi. Akın представляет один из крупнейших аутсорсинговых контакт-центров в мире, который неоднократно входил в число лучших в различных международных конкурсах. Akın, you are welcome.
Welcome everybody. Я говорю русский чуть-чуть. Now it's English presentation, that's why. Today we will talk about world contact center market in general, because you have many reports, then market trends, then managing customer demands in our market, and critical success factors, and we will speak about some case studies. The world contact center market is pretty huge. You can see the number of contact centers is 130,000 worldwide. The number of seats is 9.6 million, and the monetary volume is 255 billion US dollars. The average growth rate is slowing down, but it's higher in EMEA region, our region, and the number of agents are 12.4 million. When we look at the regions, we see our region, EMEA, is forming 28.3% of the total revenue. Now, what we see in consumer trends, of course, Generation Z is now a great part of our consumers, and they are a new customer profile, and their expectations are far different from the other generations. And digitalization is the most critical trend now. We will see in 2 years there will be a great change in the channel usage of contact centers. Omnichannel, of course, we're talking about it right now for a long time. It's coming now, and in a couple of years we will feel it more in our lives. And of course, this omnichannel comes with new channels. The smartphone and tablet usage will change all the communication between consumers and the companies. Because in these devices, we would have the chance to share the location, share some pictures, videos, and voice communication, text communication. It will be a completely different customer experience. Of course, social media is growing very fast, and as I meant, this instant messaging tools will gain great importance in these channels. What we see here is, in 2015, 35% of all interactions are now worldwide on digital channels. And if the current rate continues, we expect in 2 years' time, the digital channels will override telephone channel. It will be the larger part of communication. 5 years ago, we were trying to push the customers to some digital channels in order to decrease the costs. But now, customers want us to speak with them through digital channels. And of course, contact centers are driven by new trends. Big data analytics is a very critical trend for serving a proactive contact center service. And workforce management, we need advanced tools, and particularly every industry's customer care will differ from the other in the future, in following 3 years. So industrial solutions will gain great importance. Of course, gamification. Our workers want to play games, have fun when they're working, so it's very, very important, even for compensation for our agents. We see 20% increase in performance in operations that we use gamification. And of course, talent management, because turnover is a great problem, and it will be. So, okay, a lot of things in trends worldwide, but when we look at our market, Ukrainian market, our customers want 3 things at the same time, right? Good operations, of course, increase our revenues, and at the same time, with a very little cost. So it's a very hard task for everybody in the market, right? Do you agree? So we can do 4 things, and I think we can do it. We can migrate transactions and focus on digital, because now our consumers want to talk with us through digital channels. That's a great advantage. We should use it. We should eliminate call reasons. This is the hardest part, but it's the most critical part. I will give some examples. We should stop the calls before they start. And mastering operation management, So first, let's start with transaction migration. The first step, we should design the customer journey, because the customers can come to us from different channels, but at the end of the day, from whichever channel they came, it doesn't matter. They want to speak with us continuously, seamlessly. So we should design the journey first. It's not process design, it's service design. It's designing the UX and service that we give to the consumer. Then analyze and define cost per transaction, define existing levels per channel, define customer segments based on the value, and design the migration paths. And of course, start initiatives like start from quick earns first, then and eliminating call reasons. This is an example. At the left, in the old version, it is an invoice of a telecommunications company. This invoice, because of this invoice, everybody calls the call center and asks millions of questions. I can't understand my invoice. Why is my invoice so expensive? What are these taxes there? It's not clear. Is it legal? Etc. So we had millions of calls due to invoice. Maybe in your companies you might have a lot of calls generated from the reasons from invoice. People don't understand clearly what's written there, how the calculations are made. And at the right, of course, it doesn't matter details, but there's a new version and it eliminated 85% of the calls because it's designed by UX experts, interaction designers, user experience designers, I mean. As a result, this new invoice answers most of the questions the customer doesn't understand. This is a simple example showing the origination of calls. If we can cancel them, this is a simple example, it will decrease churn risk and of course increase the satisfied customer, because if customers give more effort to understand the company, which is the customer effort score, if customer effort score increases, then customer satisfaction decreases. Sales is very critical in contact centers. I just wanted to share some figures from another case study. In this case study, you can see the 26% of the total sales of an ISP company in Turkey, it's one of the largest, is made through contact centers, all fiber, DSL, TV device sales. So it's now not made outbound, but inbound sales is the rising star. It's very critical to make good inbound sales in technical support and customer care. We achieve great results there. And just to summarize, last word, we can manage the total cost of the call center, contact center, by eliminating the calls, migrating transactions to digital channels, and with great operational excellence, including workforce management tools, gamification, trainings, everything. And as a result, lower the cost, increase first call resolution, and customer satisfaction. We see that it's not a dream, and under the circumstances of our country right now, it's very critical to do three things at the same time. Большое спасибо.